Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sonnen. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a hell of a show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel and hit all notifications so you're notified the second our videos are published. Make sure you do that. Let me get into this show here. This is a topic that I want to continue with. It's something that I realize is beginning to irritate a lot of people, but it's also something that I'm realizing that a lot of people want to hear about. And the reason I believe a lot of people want to hear about this subject is because big media has refused to touch it. They have simply refused to talk about the story. And by them refusing to do that, it causes people to want to hear other people talk about it. And that's the reason why it's happening. Now, there's some people that were like, oh, no, don't talk about it at all. You kiss my ass. Don't watch. Don't watch. Don't watch. There are people out here that act like as if I go to their house every day and make them click on our videos. You don't have to watch. Here's what kills me. Some of these folks who say, oh, all you do is produce LeBron content. How do you know this? It's because you watch me. There are people that make content on us that watch every single show we produce. Do you know how I know this? Because whenever I see some of their garbage ass shows talking about us, they can mention this video, that video, that video. Like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Hop off, son. Like, hop off. Hop off. Like, yo, come on, what are we doing? And then on top of that, you're going to be talking all this, you know what, about me. Then you copying me. Like, yo, get off of me. Like, I know you trash, but son, go copy somebody else. It's not working. You can't be me. You can't do my titles, do art. You can't be me. Go be somebody else. Ain't nobody checking for you. The other day I saw them post a video about it. I'm like, this channel's still alive? Like hang it up. Like, hang it up. Hang it up. It's like enough is enough. So what happened? Yesterday we produced a show with Mace. Mace from It Is What It Is. Obviously, we all know who Mace is. And he's on the show asking the question, why isn't big media talking about this story? They're doing a major disservice to sports fans. They're doing a major disservice. This is Mace asking the question, right? And this morning I was sitting down thinking about this very same subject because it's still on my mind and I'm still going to talk about it. Still going to talk about it. And it reminded me of Chael Sonnen comments that he made a few months back, just under a year ago, on LeBron James, talking about how he believes that LeBron has done something and he knows the person, all of that. And when he said that at the time, people were surprised. I don't know why they were surprised, but anyway, there was, like, you look at the guy playing, like, I don't know what is so surprising to you. Maybe LeBron got special chickens or special carrots or special spinach, special bread that nobody else has access to. I don't know what is so surprising to you. So the guy says he believes that. People came back and pushed back on him. Then I noticed he produced another show about 7-8 months ago where he was actually doubling down on the comments that he made about LeBron. So what we want to do is we want to play what Chael Sonnen had to say here, and then we're going to come back and really get into the meat and potatoes of the show. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
When I was a sophomore in high school, and Suzanne Summers wrote a book that was separated by like 3 months, and they both told the truth. Sylvester Stallone said, hey, there's something out there called human growth hormone. In other countries, it sits on the shelves. I several times have driven across the border into Mexico. I just walked in the pharmacy and grabbed it. Here in America, you can't get it come hook or crook, and that will be different. In 30 years, when people finally realize, to what I've already realized, you will be able to get it. This was just a claim he made. I mean, I'm just going back all this time, and I remember him saying it. It was a very honorable thing that Stallone did, and he wants to go out and put out pictures and videos and show himself lifting weights. That's very honorable because he's telling us what he's doing. And if that inspires you or something you'd like to do, you can now follow his recipe and have a reasonable expectation that you get somewhere to those same gains. I think there's an honor in that. And when I brought up to Andrew Schultz about the EPO and LeBron James, I just bring that to you. I'm not putting down LeBron. There's 10 guys that do it. Like, that has separated itself. I mean, I only know one golfer that's on the diet. And I'm talking about the big three. I'm talking about boost your test, IGF-1, which means growth hormone, EPO. I only know one golfer. All of golf. I only know ever in the history of golf. All the way back to, remember the Lee Trevino, the great? I only know one golfer, but they call him Tiger because this stuff works. and it also is legal. The three that I just said are legal. It's the John Cena approach. Tell people I've never taken anything. Well, he says that because he's never taken anything illegal. He just happens to know a secret that so many others don't, which is you can get prescribed these medications. And I was just speaking to the power of the medication. I'll leave you with one final thought.
So you heard what he had to say there. What are my thoughts on this? Well, my thoughts on this are the following. We're having too many people bring this up. I was searching for this topic, and I came across a clip from Patrick Bet-David's Valuetainment where he was talking about the investigation, and that clip has 500,000 views. He was talking about it. Was Patrick Bet-David accusing LeBron? No, he wouldn't do something that crazy. Instead, what he was doing, he was talking about it, like everybody else should be, but they won't. Now, here's what annoys me, and I think here's the point that Chael Sonnen was bringing up. He's like, wait a minute. I would have more respect for you if you told me what you were doing and I knew exactly what was going into it. He brought up the example before of lifting weights, and he's looking at other people who's talking about Stallone. He's like, I went to the gym for 15 years, believing if I lift more weights, I'm eventually going to look like this guy. To come to find out that that guy was taking some stuff that would actually enhance his growth. Meanwhile, I'm following the narrow road thinking, oh, if I do it the right way, he's going to have. He's like, no, it's not fair. He's like, tell me what you did so I get the real picture of what's going on here. So you don't sell me some pipe dream that's not realistic. That's what he's talking about. He's like, I'll respect you more if you give me the full picture. It's like somebody coming to us asking, okay, how do you grow a YouTube page? And we tell them everything except the essential information. We tell them all of the frivolous, if you work hard, if you publish a lot of videos, if you're consistent, but you don't really give them the meat and potatoes behind of how to actually grow a page. But are you being, and then the guy's sitting back working. Meanwhile, he doesn't have all the information, but he thinks based on what you told him, one day he's going to get where you are, but your ass knows that you never gave him the full picture and he knows he will never get there. Now, in the case of LeBron, why is this important? Because LeBron's new argument, because he cannot beat Jordan straight up. You got to be an idiot, personally, to believe that if you compare both of their peaks, that they're not even remotely close to each other. So now they're trying to use the longevity argument. But if we now found out that you had an unfair advantage to be able to extend your career, but also an advantage that maybe some of those guys didn't have before, then what do we really think about your career as a whole? How are we really supposed to feel about everything that we're seeing? How are we? And what you're noticing, more and more people are talking about this story. More and more people are talking about it. And I think more people should be. Is anybody coming out there and saying LeBron did it? But that would be slander. That will be slander. That's not what people are doing here, is it? What people are doing is they're talking about what's being reported. Now, some people will say, well, KG, you could say that could be slander, but me talking about what KG said is not slander. It's me reporting the news. How you feel about it is your bloody business, if you like it or not. But we're going to talk about it. It cannot be just this bleep of, oh, he's amazing, and hey, look at his great conditioning, and he spends $2 million a year, blah, 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 blah. And some people are like, hold up, there's more to it. No, don't talk about that. He spends $2 million. How do you know? Have you seen LeBron spend $2 million? Of course you haven't. You're just going off of what you heard anyway. What $2 million you heard? How would somebody know LeBron spends $2 million? How would you personally know that? How? How would you know it? How would you know those expenditures? How would you know it? Were you there when he was doing those bank transfers? Well, no. You're just rolling with the news and you accept it for what it is. All we're doing is talking about it, and we're going to continue to talk about it. I've read some comments, some people out there saying, basically hoping that our channel will die. That's LeBron fans for you, some of them, man. When they don't like the message, they hope your channel dies because they love looking at LeBron walk up and down the court. They hope your channel dies. I hope your channel doesn't do well. Oh, when LeBron retires, your channel's going to be dead. All right. Let's see how that works. Let's see how it works out for you guys. We'll be waiting. So I guess our channel only has 2 more years, and then our channel's done, right? Man, stop. Like, cut it out. So I'm going to continue to talk about it, and there are 1 or 2 things that's going to happen. You're going to watch and shut up, or you don't watch. But if you're going to be watching and complaining about why we're producing this content, and you know something is seriously wrong with you. You got some serious issues. to constantly tune into a channel that you hate just to complain. You got some challenges, my boy. Might want to get that checked out. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.